That was a good one. I like that.
I'm going to be giving my beef labels some side eye from here on out.
I am too. I just did when it said made in America or made in USA. I just thought it was all, I mean, who would have guessed that, what's on the label isn't exactly right?
Thank you, David. Now we know.
I did not know that.
How about that?
Huh. All right. Okay, so we had storms yesterday.
Right.
It's like I've completely lost track of days
You don't
here.
know what day it is.
But we've lost, we had storms yesterday, and they were straight line winds. So I have some pictures I want to show you. Okay. We have more potential damage in our forecast. This is wind damage in Richardson on Saturday. Joni, thank you for the tweet there. You can see the trees down. Look at this. The Thunder Chicken tweeted me this one. That was in Frisco. Tree damage. We had a lot of trees. I didn't see any huge trees. I mean, that's big enough, that in Frisco, but we had a lot of trees, medium size to small size knocked down. Wills Point, I mean, look at the tree damage in East Texas. Casey Hammond sent us that picture. So my thanks to Casey, everyone else that tweeted us over the weekend, all the storm damage that we have. We do have more storms in the forecast. My number one concern, late tomorrow night. There's nothing happening tonight or during the day tomorrow, but late tomorrow night and then into Tuesday morning, we do have the potential for more straight line wind damage. So let me explain to you just exactly where these straight line winds come from. So Saturday morning, and quite a few mornings here in North Texas over the last several weeks, we've had these squall lines that have moved in. And as these squall lines move in, within the squall line, we have these really strong updrafts within that squall line. And what takes place is that warm air is just rapidly rising within that thunderstorm. So we have that warm air that's rapidly rising, and then the air aloft, it just cools and dries. And of course, because the cold air is heavier than the surrounding warm air, it sinks rapidly. And when it sinks rapidly, we have those strong downdrafts. And when we have those strong downdrafts, that sinking air, it just hits the ground and the winds just spread out, and that creates our straight line wind damage. Now, we also have another way of having straight line wind damage. When we have this squall line, just the fast moving forward motion of the squall line itself, the winds can race out in advance of that front. That front, or that little gust front that we call it, that too can create straight line wind damage. So straight line wind damage or severe winds, they're defined as winds that are 58 miles an hour or stronger. When we have 40 mile an hour winds or even 50 mile an hour winds, yeah, that's strong enough, but it's technically not severe. When it gets to 58 or stronger, that's straight line winds, that's severe winds, and those severe winds with straight line wind damage, that can do damage that's the equivalent as a weak tornado. We have all of that in our forecast on early Tuesday morning. Not tonight though. We're all clear tonight. There could be a couple of sprinkles late tonight or during the morning hours tomorrow. But I'll tell you what, we have a huge system that's out to the west. That big low will move in our direction. It fortunately won't track across the state of Texas. The core of that energy will stay to the north, but on the southern end of that, that's where we're located. And look at the thunderstorms that'll erupt tomorrow. Just a couple sprinkles around here in North Texas. And then as we head through tomorrow, we're looking at a significant severe weather outbreak in the Panhandle, West Texas, western Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Panhandle as well. That's 6 p.m. tomorrow. Look at these thunderstorms. I mean, several supercell thunderstorms. Tomorrow is the 6-year anniversary of that EF5 up in Moore. I believe 24 people lost their life. That was on tomorrow's date 6 years ago, so it's the anniversary. The tension up there, I've been talking to some folks in Oklahoma City. I mean, the tension is really high at this point, and it should be, because Oklahoma City and west is in a 4. It's a moderate outlook for severe storms. Some long track, very large tornadoes are a possibility into the day tomorrow across Oklahoma, West Texas, and the Panhandle of Texas. That big line, look at this, at 3 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, it's in a weakening phase, and as it moves into the Dallas-Fort Worth area, just in time for the morning rush, we'll have showers and thunderstorms around. They'll intensify a bit at 8 o'clock in the morning. There's 9 in the morning. Here's 10 in the morning. There's 11, and there's noon. We do have a risk of severe storms here in North Texas. The Dallas-Fort Worth area, fortunately, the time of day could not be better to really lower the severe weather risk. It's a 1. It's a marginal risk, but as those storms move off to the east during the afternoon, the risk will go from a 1 to a 2. So we'll go from a marginal risk to a slight risk. But again, quarter-size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, that's what's in our forecast here. As it moves away, the rain goes with it and we dry out. Here's the forecast for tonight. Tonight, increasing clouds, 72 is the low tonight. During the day tomorrow, we'll have a high temperature of 86. The sun we had today, that's gone. Mostly cloudy skies tomorrow. A couple sprinkles are a possibility. And then late Monday, I talked too long yesterday morning and yesterday afternoon. 50% of us see rain late Monday night. 80% of us see thunderstorms on Tuesday, mainly in the morning. And then we're dry after that. And fortunately right now, Marie, Memorial Day, dry, maybe a sprinkle, a high temperature then of 88 degrees. There you go.
All right, go home, rest that voice. It sounds like we might need it over the next
No more
48 hours.
No more camels tonight.
Nope, no more. I'm cutting you off.
There we go.
Back after
See ya.
this.